I'm not sure.
Let's bounce back and forward, right? But, anyway, like, maybe that's one of their options, but it's a little squishier in the lanes. But the choice, it's going to be a light.
And this walk that he just went on took more than 30 seconds, and now he also needs to heal up fully in Fountain. So it's going to be like a grand total of like 45 seconds before he's ready to come back.
Oh, nice arrow with the disruption into a Starfall. No fear's in trouble. Creeps coming in from the side. They will not find the denial, however. First blood goes to IAG. The trade-off will be Q. A quick Shukuchi through, then up him. But then again, yeah, there's stick charges available. Not to mention 3 now poison stacks onto the Weaver.
Of the value of dying, actually. There are situations in the game where it's better to die than not, and it's very counterintuitive if you don't play the game very much, or if you don't play it at a high level. You see this, you're like, why is he dying, you know? He could just stay alive. But sometimes...
Always want to fly. They managed to get the kill on Bobica because he's got 1 point up in Soul Rip. It's very value. They battled underneath.
A chance to finish off what I was saying now.
give it a shot, man.
Oh, we'll have a look. Actually, wait a second. Silence getting going on here. I think he's going to be fine with the wolves.
Yeah, he's okay.
So basically, what I was talking about with Always Want to Fly was he walked all the way back to base, which took like 45 seconds, and then he TP'd out. For comparison, he could have suicided to the neutral camp, spent his unreliable gold, and then he gets a 24-second respawn near level 2 or something, and then TP'd back out to lane. So sometimes it's faster to die as long as you can spend your unreliable gold. And I think he should have done it there.
Doesn't get the stun off correctly. They need a little bit more damage, and they got the scythe available here from Iceberg. He's holding on to it. They need a little bit extra damage, and it's Aggressive, who just TPs over, and now he's claimed 100% of the kills for IG. All 3 of them belong to this safe lane Mirana.
That was a massive overdive.
They really wanted it. They just want the extra fissure, but because there's no point in the aftershock, he didn't get the initial stun to XSS, and he was in position for it. Q's in trouble up on top because he does have 4 Shadow Poison stacks on the Weaver. Gonna be a little bit more careful as this levels up, and Aggressive kind of knows it. So he leaps Starfall and hits it perfectly.
Far this tournament.
Yeah, he's switched on.
He is very hot for this TI.
Bottom lane, they're gonna go after Baboka. I mean, after Silent with Baboka.
This time he's dead.
Yeah. Always want to fly. Soul Rip to help out. Tombstone and the Decay.
Surely.
Okay, no, surely not. The Fissure from No Fear arrives in the back, and SRF, he's going to be the one to fall. It looked IG.
Quiet for a while now. Non-Grata's actually just sitting there with his Weaver farming. We've seen 1 move from Aggressive in toward the mid when he TP'd, but apart from that...
Iceberg's dead. He was able to get the stick charges off. Can he Shroud as well as Death Pulse? He can. Arrow flies forward, will hit the catapult, but he is totally surrounded. 4 heroes in...
Force high ground. Force the enemy team back, or look for this opening in mid.
Yep, Silent. He's going to go into the shapeshift form. Disruption comes down. He should already be in wolf form. The arrow, it connects onto one of the small creeps in Q. Oh, the army of Necrobooks ran towards him, so Silent gets the kill. And Cogs from Bobica try to create space, but always want to fly. Puts down the Tombstone, looking to slow down Bobica. Steal some of his life. Hook shot, it misses. Not exactly certain what that was aiming for, but either way, it misses.
A different story. Iceberg, if he gets perched, he is probably toast.
He stopped for half a second to Death Pulse. Now, well, No-Grata turns around. They want to kill up Q, and they've got him. The Scythe.
Nice turnaround.
Just jumped down, but that's why Winstrike left an Observe Ward behind it, and the Illusion Rune from Weaver seeing it all.
They're way too slow here, IG.
Aegis, guys, did somebody forget? Okay, it's Iceberg.
Yeah, they don't want to take it on Lycan because he's a transformation hero, so...
Yep.
One of the worst Aegis carries in the whole game.
Necrobooks jumping forward, XSS goes for it, the arrow! Iceberg taking it, full style, just into the front with a familiar stun. Iceberg, able to get the Ghost Rod off, he gets the Scythe off, but the SD saving the Dragon Knight from the Reaper's Scythe. Aegis Immortal's already going to burn, but XSS loses his life, and now Silent into shapeshift form, chasing down Q. He's got the higher levels up with the Necrobooks. He can turn his attention over towards at least the Visage, running up and away, slowed down. Familiars can be his saver. Yeah, they actually can't close any... Okay, now they can. Non-Grata has arrived inside the lane. They don't have the extra stun, but Ishikuchi's in front, body blocks to get in range of No Fear's Fissure. And Iceberg on a killing spree. And I'm always going to fly, knows he has to commit. Keep Aggressive off this tower. Actually, so they can jump in. XSS blinks forward, gets stun over an Iceberg. Familiar chaining some once again. Ghost Shroud this time from Iceberg, able to come up, and he's got 21 charges available. The arrow flies forward, but it only soaks up one of the minions. Now Iceberg in more and more trouble with Familiar. It blocks him off. Aggressive and XSS. XSS will stay with him. Iceberg, damn, this guy's got so much regeneration, but then again, the Shadow Poison stack, it got bigger. No Fear can hit the Echo Slam. Good damage into the backlines, helps Silent get the kill onto XSS, but now Bobika wants a piece of the pie too. The stun from No Fear. The space couldn't be created. That Battery Assault was able to move around Nograda and connect over into No Fear, hence the kill. Arrow SD will not connect properly. That's why SRF in the back lines looking for Silent. Nograda working with these Necrobook units, even though Lycan, well, where is he? He's still trying to, actually no, he's going to turn back into the fight. Aggressive EQ underneath the tier 2 tower, but ES will hold this top tower. The man sent to defend. And an ES that doesn't go 4-star, doesn't go Blink Dagger, is going Aghanim Scepter. He'll die on his way towards it. Potentially can echo for a little bit of space, but okay, not much point to it. Instead it's down on bottom lane, jump over towards Q, aggressive, leap and leap away. Q is stranded in the middle of nowhere, scythe down, 66 seconds on the sideline, and Silent always want to fight. Wow, my! SRF for that range initiation. The Observe Ward is where they get the information up on top lane, but Iceberg, he runs the opposite direction. He came over for the farm, but they'll jump him, and they'll kill him. Necro down for 50 seconds.
Big kill.
They just don't know where. Smoke to break. It does on Nograda. They know where Visage is. Inside the trees. He has TP available. They're even going to dust. They'll see him TPing out, but that's even going to be the Scythe kill.
What? The Echo?
Maybe they'll...
We'll get it with SRF.
Yeah.
And now they're going to Moonlight, so this is exactly what they do.
In towards the mid lane. It's Iceberg. Hookshot forward, always want to fly. Gets the first decay up, but damn, there's so much follow-up. And the Familiar's coming in strong. They'll burn the Aegis to the Immortal. Silent, Shapeshift is off cooldown. Necrobooks in 3 seconds, and Iceberg may look for the fight. He's looking for one of the Familiars at least, and he will be able to claim it. So they're down to 2, and Silent gets his summons off. He's got more friends, but Aggressive's got leap. Up and away. They want to kill the Familiars, though they're looking for the hero kill. So they force Silent up. Aggressive, he's got another jump. XSS will die in the meantime to Nograda. And Aggressive does get away. XSS is the one, sorry. And they go high ground.
Yeah, it's a buyback Dragon Knight here. There's no way they hold this.
Q's trying to. Wow, Q, he just walked straight into it. Something wasn't right there, and he'll get scythed up. 90 seconds without the SD. Now there's no save for any initiation in Invictus Gaming. Someone rocked the boat. That's a full mid-rank, but it's more than that. They push so hard when they have the like and when they have such a lineup. They can look to take the tier 3 tower up on top. Bobika's trying to create a little bit more space. That one Spirit Vessel, but they just shut him down. Echo Slam into the follow-up stun. Clockwork will buy back. He's got hookshot available. Iceberg was pretty low for a bit.
X time lapse.
Alright, that'll be one way to do it. That's one way to give him all the life back again. I was wondering why he had that ability. I thought Morphling was back on the field. Bobika, oh, he can't even survive. It's a dieback for Invictus Gaming Clockwork. But bottom lane, SRF is pushing in hard. The Fissure is out. Don't think there's much of a defense from No Fear. He needs support to actually hold this bottom lane of Rax, but Aghanims will arrive. Jump in, he goes after the Sata Banisher. Meanwhile, they're going back in on top. Aggressive will die underneath this Rax. XSS will join him as well. One buyback comes in from the Mirana. One's not available from the DK, however. And No Fear just seems to be tasked with holding back the Visage, who claims the bottom melee Rax. But the cost is still high. There's at least the best they can get. Sentry and Observer is perfect from Winstrike. They saw Aggressive moving up. They've already claimed the lane of Rax, and I think it's time to retreat. Or it's time to kill. Which one would you like?
Looks like they're favoring retreat now.
Yeah. IG, is this your moment? Look to jump in from the side at the same time. Look for that ES position as IG are so clustered up. No Fear, you know he wants to jump, and now in he goes. He gets stunned up. They'll control him. Bobika, even with the hookshot, they're just isolating up this ES. Now he goes back in again. The scythe will drop. Space created. Stuns into the Visage. They'll burn through him, and this is the game. 4 heroes without a buyback. GG indeed. Winstrike doing it in 32 minutes. Very, very solid performance.
Yeah, this game in the beginning looked like IG were in a good position, but this is what happens in a lot of Lycan. really contribute in that mid game. We talked all the good stuff about Nullfield. Well, look at Winstrike. They deal physical damage in spades. So
it is.
there's the.
And thanks to his death boss, this creep wave stays alive for so long.
This is really, really big what's happening right now for XXS. He's winning the lane super hard. This is...
Did Iceberg just lose 2 range creeps as well? Like, he didn't get anything from the 2 range.
He's getting dominated here.
That's forcing down the lane. He's pinging out. He wants some help to try and come over. Bobuka's causing problems on bottom lane, so Silent's forced to fight underneath the tower. And I always want to fly Khan's just zone out ZRF this way, but No Fear's made his way over. So Necro's on the move out. Iceberg has nothing really to help out, but maybe No Fear's got enough damage. The Courier's on his way in. He's got himself a salve. He'll wait till he gets uphill. Magic Missile with a Wave of Terror keeps the vision, and No Fear. Well, USS can just stand his ground and take it. Iceberg needs almost permanent help in this mid lane. Tornado's not even long enough. Wastes it. The Cold Snap with the tower. He may have enough damage. Orange will die in the meantime. XSS.
Rune being grabbed by XXS, but lost the CS in his tower. He was probably hoping for another rune than Illusion. It's a pretty bad rune right now for this hero.
Creep wave pulls on again on bottom lane. See this time if Silent cannot be dived. Nice observer wards up from No Fear, so Q. His movement is very much telegraphed to Winstrike, but then again, Shikuchi forward, perfect. On the shackles from Q, and the follow-up arrow, and the Ether Shock. No Fear got the first blood, but he's had nothing since then.
And so far so good for IG, right? Imagine if they got some bounty runes in the beginning. They would have more than a 1k gold lead.
Now IG's going to get all 4 bounties.
Are they?
Potentially. Arrow flies forward, will be dodged off. Q's in trouble, starts his TP. That'll be unsuccessful.
Ambitious.
But he got the bounty. So yeah, they take all 4 runes. Now SRF looking to go after Drone Ranger. He has to gust him back. Nice little push, but the movement speed is just so good. Another blast off cooldown in 2 seconds time. And thanks to the pickup from Baboka, they're in range, but Drone Ranger stick charges keeping her alive. But the minions from Wraith King are just way too powerful. Always want to fly, might be able to get a pick off onto Baboka, but no. Even with
balanced. But it's Ghost Shroud really makes this hero. Ghost Shroud and Reaper really make the hero.
Bottom lane again, Silent. Life is really not worth living with this Drone Ranger. And it still seems very iffy if Winstrike want to take this, because Silent is not 6 yet. So this defense has to work. So Tombstone will be dropping. They're looking to kill off the Wraith King. He doesn't. Okay, he'll level up Ankh right now. So it does burn off. And they'll try and kill him off again. EMP Tornado, burn off this mana, combining with the Cold Snap. Wraith King. This is a big kill for Winstrike, but they brought 5 heroes. Able to claim it.
Shaman looks so funny with haste.
Oh, they get the shackles off too.
I always want to fly
and so Stolen Decay and Gust. Oh, create a little bit of space. There's support on the way from the Invoker. VS TPing in. He'll get the Tombstone off. And No Fear able to hit Connect on his son and Wave of Terror. So Wraith King on 0 armor at the moment. They keep the Cold Snap going. Remember that reincarnation's such a long cooldown. They'll even deny the Tombstone.
Nice range. Winstrike. Force them out of the jungle again. Still though, aggressive free farming top hasn't really changed much. And the net worth
swap
CS. So.
Into the EMP burn, as you said. Necro likes to sit in the back line of play. He'll get the Ghost Shroud off, as well as the Death Bolt, and with the help of Q, well, he'll be able to potentially survive another Tornado to fly through. XS is so low in life, but with the Starfall, a quick time lapse out. No Fear, one more attack from Aggressive will do the job. Iceberg comes back out of his Ghost Walk on 5 HP. He survives for Baboka. Just Shikuchi's his way forward, hits him with the RF underneath the Observe Ward. Baboka, they know he ran forward as well. And they want to rotate around to EMP burn into Tornado 2, so it's up on the hill. So SRF can't do anything about it. He's got 1 charge that's available. It would have been enough to bring him in range of reincarnation. But he did not get it off in time. The stuns exist. Baboka still with Shikuchi. So he feels pretty confident. Couple of these Serpent Wards. Stop the push. Double Decay will help with that.
Oh, if Baboka gets this angle, this could be really good for them.
Yeah, looking to wrap around the back with Shikuchi. He moves so quickly. And he wants to pick up over on the Weaver, so then they can get the arrow. There's nothing to block it at all. They connect. And with Starfall as well as Ether Shock, that's a lot of burst damage. No Fear trying to actually battle it out, but there's still a couple of Serpent Wards, not to mention 3 heroes running right through him.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It seems like a very scrambled defense.
Oh, Iceberg ran right into Sentry. They didn't have telekinesis. He could have died there, actually. The different invis.
Yeah, that's that Ghost Walk. In close, and pick up. Nope, he'll go invis. Runs down into the trees, comes back up again, and now they get the grab into the arrow. Perfect synergy once again. We expect nothing else.
It's been really impactful with Rubik this game. It worked out so much better than I thought. Before the game started, I said they would have weak support.
The Gust, perfect. The Tombstone from always on a fly. There's just no way for Q to run away. And aggressive. He leaped out. He's still got another one available. The Magic Missile will connect an Iceberg's rotation over. Aggressive's had such a good game. But they will
rotation this early laning stage. So now they're hitting this timing where they have the Wraith King Blink Dagger.
He ran in. They Sentry. They got the Hex off shocked as well as side.
See ya.
The Gust will get onto 3, but look at him run forward. Aggressive. He wants a piece of this. Moonlight Shadow's down, but the Sentry Ward is there. That's why aggressive. Still very visible. Swaps him onto the Silent, which actually cancels the aura for half a second. Weevil will buy back, looking to continue to be part of this fight. XSS begins his TP. Is there a stun? Yeah, there is. And the Gust over onto Iceberg. Took so much damage from this, but Silent just stood his ground most of the time as Nongrada is battling the rest of Invictus Gaming on the right side. It's SRF totally isolated. And what a team fight for Winstrike. Nongrada.
You were committing into a position where they kind of had no turning back. I think aggressive, especially, was very out of position there. Played it too far up.
Arrows connecting. Nongrada doesn't have time left, but he's got 21 charges, and Shikuchi kills off Bobica with
and get a very quick counterplay. Their heroes just die too quickly.
Yep. It just seems so rough as well. No fear? Yeah, Iceberg doesn't want anything to do with that. It's not what he was looking for. Mid lane in the meantime, pick up over on the Always Wanna Fly. He'll get a soul rip off, gives him some extra life, but not enough. Now Silent comes into the fight, and yeah, he hits like an absolute truck. He'll get the kill on Wraith King, realize this was the moment to fight. Q's hiding under the cover of Moonlight Shadow. He wants to get the Hex, Shackle, Iceberg, he's got defense, Tornado only catches on 2, then stolen by Baboka. And looks for his own target, Q. The Beatles are on him and no fear is going to arrive. IG know they cannot take this fight, hit by both Wave of Terror and the Swarm. Buys a little too hard, mid lane Silent, blinks him, invis himself away. But connected on by Dust, goes for the Gust, and the TP out. The Gust needed to be able to connect to make it work. Meanwhile, Baboka will die up on top lane.
That was so close.
And Iceberg, he goes hunting. He's got the Aegis Immortal. He's looking for a couple of levels up, a couple of charges to that Spirit Vessel, and they jump him in. But here comes the rest of the fight. The swap out, Tornado EMP. They're going to burn off everything this Wraith King has to offer, so No Fear will die. And he actually gets the Ward Trap? No, they'll cut him out. And away to safety, but Nongrada finds his target. Over towards XSS, aggressive, has to man to get rid of the Call Stamp so he can keep the run going. Great EMP steal from Baboka. Distance. They have Observer and Sentry available, so SRF runs through it, and they know. Nongrada will go invis, they get the Dust off, and then the blink forward, looking for a quick time lapse. He'll have to be quick. That EMP from Rubik, still stolen, and they'll get the scythe kill onto him. 95 seconds with EMP Tornado from Iceberg. Should buy some time, but it won't buy 55 seconds. So there's Tornado, catches 2 with it, follow up EMP, Cold Snap onto the Wraith King. They burn off everything he's got once more. Combining with the Spirit Vessel, SRF is having a real hard time running away when he's Cold Snapped up. Bobica, he's the next big target into the tree line. Rubik has been an absolute pain in the ass, and the swap, they get the pullback onto the Necro. Defensive Fuel Scepter, he can shroud as well as have the 26 charge, but not when Iceberg.
Skeletons that he can't bring to the fight now. Can
gonna try.
definitely make a difference.
Always Wanna Fly, breaks the smoke. Wraith King looking for the target. As Undying starts with the earlier decay. Sentry wards it down. Now Tombstone into the ultimate, and Necro quickly silenced up. SRF will lose his mana. He has his secondary life, however, but XSS being isolated in the back lines, and they want to bring him down. Nongrada can do that almost by himself. An Invictus game.
But they push so fast. This is an Alacrity. Draw hits for 500. He hits for 500.
The attack speed as well is ridiculously strong.
Oh my god.
That's the DPS going through the roof. IG have lost their melee. That was an 18-second window. Sunstrike, it's off target. Q is literally standing still. As they get the jump, it's going to be swapped, stolen by Baboka. He'll have to use it to try and save the Mirana.
That was not a good Reaper.
Yeah, it went on a full HP Invoker. TP away to safety for the Dro Ranger. Everything just syncs up nicely for this draft. Weaver's cracked his 22. He went for the +2 swarm.
Oh, Iceberg top. He got lifted
This is
into
a big
Hex.
pickup. Support is on the way, and they're having a hard time killing him off. Support's coming in from the south. VS swap. Iceberg, he swapped down and swapped around. He'll be completely turned around, but IG didn't know exactly where to fight, and No Fear is sacrificing himself. It is a full retreat from Winstrike.
Swap to
Be the real one. Probably hoping for a bait attack. They're going to use the Shrine to get Iceberg up. Observe Ward. IG sees a lot. SRF just jumps straight in. He only now turns on the Blade Mail. The damage is high. They're waiting it out. They're just kiting him at the moment. As well, is there an EMP? Is there another control? There isn't. They just burn through the Aegis. Another tornado onto the Necro. Send him up. Bring him back down again. Nograna has the kill. Another Scythe onto 100% HP hero. Silent needs his distance. He does not have it, but it will not matter. Iceberg is so strong when he's alacritied up by himself. And they're chasing IG into the trees where I believe people say it's safe, but always want to fly. Runs in close. They do get the earn off onto Mirana. So she'll fall. Q with the TP out. Won't happen. A triple kill for Iceberg. Bobak will be successful, but he's the
way to go about it. It's especially not when they're playing into this Prospects Invoker that they can't solve this problem. They actually just can't solve it. They don't have enough damage when he BKBs and the Necrophos.
Radiant Sentry. What did Baboka get? Okay, that took a while to reach him, but he stole Gust. Nice arrow, 5 seconds on Iceberg. They force-staff him away, and this drags SRF even further back, and they got perfectly hit by the swarm, and still didn't get the kill on Iceberg. The scythe was there, but he was 20% after the scythe. Buybacks have to come thick and fast, because aggressive is getting ripped apart. Dro Ranger, the Aegis Mortar will break, but with the cold snap out, it's a triple kill for Iceberg. This Invoker is going ham.
Has 4 vessels, he can heal up his entire team, and they can keep this push going if they want, or fails, the game is over, and they know it, so they're hoping, they're banking on the Winstrike team being spread out.
Pick up, throw down, with the Starfall and the Scythe, they get the kill.
Not
2
bad.
minutes and a bit where the Weaver is down. Meanwhile, buff up a Force Spirit and take out a tier 3 tower. Did they actually use the Dro Aura too? Dro go again. They've still got the Aura up and running, so alright, here we go once more. This is why you don't need SD Luna, you just send in Force Spirits to do your dirty work for you. He's got his Alacrity buff up too. So they're smoked up. Mirana revealed, Wraith King as well. Wraith breaks the smoke, but they swap in. They want it aggressive. He'll Manta and then leap back up again. SRF's in pretty deep, but then the Lincolns, it protected the Vengeful Spirit and the time lapse. It comes in once more. Aghadim's buffed up. An easy, quick save. SRF has no way to run back out this one. And even with the Aghadim's upgraded Shaman wards, which were problematic for Winstrike, it's not enough to cause that many problems. And Cataclysm just leveled up.
Venge, but they used it too early anyway, and there was the X-Weaver. I don't know if they noticed that one though.
It was the first time it was used, right?
Yeah, it was.
Gust over onto Silent, tries to actually break free. He's just standing his ground. Doesn't have that much to work with, apart from his team. His team's still actually a lot to work with.
Yep, that was another Axe time lapse, so Silent got back to full.
Baboka, Spirit Vessels on him, 4 staffs up. They got the dust revealed just in case he has any kind of invis. And Bobak almost being pushed out of the map, out of the game. He can stay in the tournament for now, but Winstrike got to push a little bit harder to get him out of that.
That was actually what I would say. That would be, do it for science.
Yeah. I denied for science. Dro Ranger's buffed up again, my
Their
god.
net worth advantage
It's almost
is more
600,
than
now your jump comes in. The swap inside, there's still not enough. It's the Weaver they aim for, he'll do self. Time lapse back out. Goodbye Necro, goodbye Wraith King. That's the second life of his. And really goodbye Invictus Gaming. They've lost 3 heroes. GG is the call. And Winstrike, they didn't have a good start for today, but they end beautifully with a 2-0. Wow indeed, LD.